Your airline has been getting a lot of bad press lately. I sympathize. Between COVID absenteeism, the Great Resignation, fuel shortages, and supply delays, it must be a nightmare trying to keep flights on schedule. None of those is the problem? So what is? Lost luggage. Yeah, considering all the computer tracking technology being used, it's hard for passengers to be patient when their luggage ends up in one time zone and they end up in a different one with nothing to wear and none of their possessions. But at least you usually find the lost bags and return them within 24 hours, right? Not always. Well, I suppose sometimes it's difficult to retrieve luggage in a timely manner. When that happens, you keep in close communication with the passengers to let them know exactly where their bags are and when they can expect their return, right? That's your policy, but it's not always as easy as it sounds. That sounds a bit ominous. Was there a particular incident? A couple flying to London was using Apple AirTags, which showed that their bags were left behind when they changed planes in Frankfurt. They immediately filed a lost luggage report, and you arranged to have their 2 bags returned to their home. Well, that's great. So what was the problem? They had 3 bags, and you only returned 2 of them. So what did you do then? You assumed that 2 out of 3 was pretty good, but they didn't agree. You had other customers to take care of, so you stopped responding to their messages, even after they messaged you the address to which they had tracked their bag? Maybe that wasn't the most professional response. What's that? Patience is a virtue? Well, that's true, but so is taking responsibility for your mistakes and fixing them. What happened next? You contacted the courier to recover the bag, so problem solved. No? Why not? The courier picked up the bag from one wrong address and took it to a different wrong address? That must have really upset the passengers. Did you follow up? You were going to. But before you could, the husband posted a video on Twitter announcing that he'd filed a police report and accusing you of incompetence? Now your airline is a laughingstock. Well, that's not hard to understand. Excuse me? You think he had no right to publicly humiliate you? Actually, I think you've done a pretty good job of humiliating yourself.